After the tour, I don't want to hear nobody for 3 months. I'm going to Colombia. Nobody hit me up. Nobody nothing. I'm taking this as.
She didn't whisper it. She didn't hint around it. She said it backstage, out loud, clear enough for everyone to hear, and the internet immediately went into chaos. Fans were laughing, reposting clips, making memes within minutes. But while the crowd was entertained, her estranged ex-husband allegedly had a very different reaction, and it reportedly wasn't supportive at all. According to the rumor circulating online, when Offset heard about Cardi's surgery announcement, he allegedly responded with, "Why you about to get your butt removed?" That single line started spreading fast. Screenshots popped up, commentary pages grabbed it, reaction videos followed. But here's the part most people are missing. This situation feels bigger than one shady comment. Some are saying it fits into a larger pattern, and that's what has people paying attention. February 16th, 2026, night 2 of Cardi's Little Miss Drama Tour at the Kia Forum in Inglewood. The building was packed. The energy was high. Kalani had just surprised the audience and the arena was buzzing. Then backstage, cameras captured a moment that shifted everything. Kalani looked stunned, almost speechless. Cardi stayed calm and delivered her announcement casually, like it was nothing major. At first, it came across as classic Cardi humor. Light, playful, entertaining. But this wasn't random. This marks round 3 of a corrective surgery process that actually began back in 2022. Once you understand that history, the alleged reaction from Offset hits differently. The context changes the tone completely. This story doesn't begin in 2026. It goes back more than a decade. Cardi was 21 years old, broke, ambitious, dancing in clubs to survive. She made a decision that many young women felt pressured into at the time. She received illegal biopolymer injections in a basement for $800. There was no FDA approval, no licensed medical professional, no proper safeguards, just a young woman trying to meet beauty standards that were working against her from the start. Cardi later shared in a 2018 GQ interview how dangerous the procedure was. She revealed that one of the other women who went to the same person reportedly lost her life. These injections are not standard cosmetic fillers. Over time, they can migrate throughout the body. They can cause fibrosis, where hardened scar tissue builds around the foreign material. The substance does not dissolve naturally. It has to be surgically removed in stages. Round 1 took place in 2022, with about 95% removed. Round 2 happened in January 2024, right after filming the Like What video. Now, after completing this tour stretch, she plans to travel to Colombia for round 3. Recovery will reportedly take around 3 months away from the spotlight. That's not about aesthetics. That's about correcting a medically risky decision made at 21 and dealing with the long-term consequences. So when the rumor spread that Offset responded with mockery instead of concern, many people online reacted strongly. For some, it felt insensitive considering the medical background. Cardi has been transparent about her journey from the beginning. If the alleged comment is accurate, the conversation surrounding it is about much more than surface-level drama. The alleged comment was short and cold. "Why are you about to get your butt removed?" No official confirmation, no public statement from his team, just a line floating through social media. But the internet is not treating this like some random slip. People are calling it a pattern, and they're pulling receipts to back that up. He dropped a whole track that many listeners believe took shots at her. He sat down on The Breakfast Club and aired out personal grievances. Reports even claim he allegedly rejected a $10 million settlement offer because he wants half of everything. Her assets, her properties. Sources say he demanded she cover certain financial obligations too. And according to Cardi herself, that's a big reason the divorce still isn't finalized. A pause on that for a second. This is the same man she has publicly accused of cheating throughout their marriage. The same man she said caused her extreme stress during her 3rd pregnancy, to the point where she claimed their baby was born weighing 5 pounds. Now he's reportedly in court asking for half of her net worth. And on top of that, he allegedly responded to her medical announcement with ridicule. That combination is what has social media heated. The comments online were not gentle. People dragged him across timelines. But here's the thing about Cardi. She doesn't always clap back with paragraphs. Sometimes her silence speaks louder than a rant. Sometimes her presence says everything. Before any of this exploded publicly, she already hinted that she felt a certain energy from him. She's not blind to what's being said. While he's allegedly turning her health journey into entertainment, she's on stage, selling out arenas, she's performing in front of thousands every night. She's preparing to travel to Colombia to handle her surgery and focus on recovery on her own terms. That's the contrast people are noticing. This feels bigger than just messy divorce drama. Zoom out. Cardi got illegal injections at 21 because she didn't feel like she had better options at the time. She has spent the last 4 years correcting that decision publicly and honestly. No hiding, no pretending. She warned younger women about the risks. She talked about it on Instagram Live. She discussed it during the Call Her Daddy interview. She used her platform to say, "Don't repeat my mistakes." She could have kept every surgery private. She could have quietly disappeared for 3 months and said nothing. Instead, she chose transparency. And that choice is exactly why this moment hits different for so many people watching. She could have easily spun the story and said she lost weight or switched up her diet. She didn't do that. Every single time, she told the truth straight up. No filters, no fake glow-up narrative. And now the man she spent 6 years married to allegedly decided that honesty was something to laugh at. Kalani reportedly looked at her like she was seeing the boldest woman in the room. Cardi's response stayed calm, confident, and fully in control. She simply said, "Yeah, and after the tour, I'm taking some out." That wasn't embarrassment. That wasn't insecurity. That was ownership.
So I don't want to hear nobody for 3 months. I'm going to Colombia. Nobody hit me up. Nobody nothing. I'm taking this ass out.
A woman deciding what happens with her own body and saying it publicly. And then Offset doesn't get to control that story. He doesn't get to rewrite it either. Right now, Cardi is booked and busy. The tour runs through April 20th, 2026, 35 cities. The album, Am I the Drama, is moving heavy this week. Every arena is packed. Every clip is trending. Once the tour wraps, she's reportedly heading to Colombia, 3 months off the grid. Round 3 of the removal process, her timeline, her decision. Meanwhile, the divorce is still dragging. Reports claim he wants half. She's allegedly done going back and forth. On top of that, her situation with NFL star Stephon Diggs, the father of her son born in November 2025, is reportedly rocky after fans noticed they unfollowed each other following the Super Bowl. She hasn't said much about it, only that she's focused on herself right now. That silence speaks loud. Here's what stands out though. The receipts tell a bigger story than the rumors. Sold out arenas tell a story, growth tells a story. Cardi started from a risky basement procedure at 21. She built a Grammy-winning career from scratch. She spent years correcting the physical damage from that chapter, publicly and bravely, on her own terms. If Offset allegedly wants to turn that into a joke, that's his move. She'll be in Colombia healing. He'll still be in court arguing numbers. And the audience, they're watching who's actually elevating. But here's what a lot of people are not putting together. This is not just random mess. This looks like a pattern, and once you line the pieces up, the picture gets clear. February 16th, 2026. Night 2 of Cardi's Little Miss Drama Tour at the Kia Forum in Inglewood. The arena is packed wall to wall. Kalani had just surprised the crowd and the energy in the building was unreal. Then the cameras catch what happens backstage and everything shifts. Kalani is visibly stunned, almost frozen in disbelief. Cardi, being exactly who she is, doesn't hesitate. She drops the announcement casually, like she's talking about changing outfits. At first, it feels funny and light, classic Cardi humor. But this is not random. This is round 3 of a corrective surgery process that started back in 2022. When you know the full backstory, the alleged reaction from Offset doesn't land as a joke. It feels different. Like, this didn't begin in 2026. It started over a decade ago. Cardi was 21 years old, broke and ambitious, dancing in clubs to survive. She made a risky decision that a lot of young women felt pressured into at that time. She received illegal biopolymer injections in a basement for $800. No FDA approval. No licensed medical professional. No real safety measures. Just a young woman trying to meet beauty standards that were already stacked against her. In a 2018 GQ interview, Cardi revealed that one of the same woman's other patients died during a procedure. That detail alone shows how serious this was. The injections she received are not simple cosmetic fillers. Over time, they can migrate through the body. They can cause fibrosis, which is hardened scar tissue that forms around the foreign material. The damage does not disappear on its own. It has to be surgically removed in stages. Round 1 happened in 2022, with about 95% removed. Round 2 took place in January 2024, right after filming the Like What video. Now, once this tour wraps, she's reportedly heading back to Colombia for round 3. Full recovery, 3 months out of the spotlight. This is not about vanity. This is about correcting a medically dangerous choice she made when she was trying to survive at 21. And she has been transparent about every single step. So when rumors spread that Offset allegedly responded with, "Why are you about to get your butt removed?" the internet reacted fast. There has been no official confirmation and no statement from his team. But people are not treating this like an isolated comment. They are calling it part of a pattern. He released a track that many listeners believe referenced their situation. He appeared on The Breakfast Club and spoke openly about their issues. Reports claim he allegedly rejected a $10 million settlement because he wants half of everything: her assets, her properties. Some sources even say he demanded she handle certain financial obligations. Cardi herself has said publicly that disagreements over money are part of why the divorce is still not finalized. Take a moment and look at the timeline. She has accused him of cheating during their marriage. She has spoken about the stress she experienced during her 3rd pregnancy, even saying it impacted her health. Now he is reportedly asking for half of her net worth, while she is openly addressing a medical correction tied to a decision she made long before their marriage. Social media did not hold back. The reactions were harsh. But Cardi does not always respond with long statements. Sometimes her silence speaks louder than any post. Before all of this went viral, she had already hinted that she understood the energy coming from him. While he is allegedly using her health journey as discussion material, she is on stage selling out arenas across the country. She is preparing to travel to Colombia to focus on healing on her own terms. That contrast is what people are noticing. One side appears focused on control and court battles. The other side appears focused on growth, health, and securing the next chapter. And that's really what this whole situation comes down to: control versus closure, noise versus growth. One person allegedly stuck in courtrooms and commentary, the other packing arenas and planning recovery like a boss making executive decisions about her own life. Cardi has never hidden the messy parts of her journey. She told the world she got those injections at 21 because she felt like she didn't have better options. She admitted it was dangerous. She warned other women not to repeat her mistake. She didn't rebrand it as a glow-up. She didn't lie and say it was natural. She owned it. That kind of transparency is rare, especially in an industry built on illusions. Now fast forward. She's a Grammy-winning artist. She's headlining a 35-city tour. Her album, Am I the Drama, is moving numbers. Every clip from the tour is trending. Every announcement becomes a headline. And instead of hiding while she prepares for surgery, she says it on stage in front of thousands, like it's just another life update. That's confidence. That's growth. Meanwhile, the divorce still isn't finalized. Reports claim he wants half. She's reportedly tired of negotiating. Add in the rumors about tension with Stefan Diggs after fans noticed the unfollow, and it's clear her personal life is under a microscope. But even with all that, she hasn't spiraled publicly. She hasn't gone on long rants. She keeps showing up to work. That's why this alleged comment about her surgery rubbed people the wrong way. Because this isn't about vanity. It's about correcting a medical issue tied to a risky decision she made when she was young and trying to survive. Turning that into a punchline, if that's really what happened, feels out of touch to a lot of fans. At the end of the day, the arenas are still sold out. The music is still streaming. The timeline keeps moving forward. She's heading to Colombia to finish what she started, to fully remove what never should have been there in the first place. That's closure in real time. And here's the real tea. Legacy isn't built in comment sections. It's built in action. While one side allegedly argues over percentages, the other is building chapters.